Hosting the Fresh Eyes meeting. In this video, I'm not going to talk to you about running the Fresh Eyes meeting. We will record a separate video for that. This one, I want to talk about hosting it, the preparation that needs to be done, the agendas that you need to grab, and how you need to head into it, and some of the deliverables, quite frankly, that you must have. The Fresh Eyes meeting is crucial. Let me tell you a story. One time, a general superintendent at a really large construction company said, in response to me saying that we should do Fresh Eyes meetings, Jason, that would take so much time. If you're willing to do it, go for it, but I don't have the time. Hey, here's my response. If we don't have the time to review the plan, fix it, how in the world are we ever going to afford the money we lose, the staff it's going to take to recover the project, the delay in the project, and all of the hours you're going to spend talking to the customer, the client, trying to calm them down? You do have time for these Fresh Eyes meetings in pre-construction, and we must at least have a full plan, review it in a Fresh Eyes meeting, and then go to work. But preferably, we have a plan, review it, plan, review it, plan, review it, and then go to work. That is statistically what will set your project up for success. So what I'm going to do right now is show you an actual board that we are making ready for our Fresh Eyes meeting so that we can host it properly. So follow me on this computer. It's going to be cool. Let's jam out. Okay, everybody, I am excited to go over this with you with an actual image and talk about the subject that I've already introduced about hosting a Fresh Eyes meeting. Now, actually running the meeting is something that I'll cover later, but preparing to host is what I want to cover right now, and I want to make a couple of points. So, first of all, I do like to do most of this work in Miro. By the way, I do know there's other, whiteboard applications out there, and there's Mural. I found that Miro was a little bit more refined, a little bit more aesthetic. There's nothing wrong with Mural. I used Mural, M-U-R-A-L, with Felipe Engineer in the Scrum course, but I like Miro. It really seems to be the best option for me. I've enjoyed using it ever since I started. So when we're hosting a Fresh Eyes meeting, we've got to have something that we're looking at. And this is the board that I want to show you. But let me show you something else first and foremost. I want to show you our website and take you to a blog post that gives you the agenda. You go into resources and blogs, and then you type in Fresh Eyes, and there will be a blog post down here, and that blog post will tell you the purpose of the Fresh Eyes meeting and then the agenda. So you start out with project overview. That's what you're going to do in the beginning. Talk about the team's approach to building the project, the logistics approach, go through the schedule or the TAC plan. And I just have to say one more time that having this available in Intact would be an absolutely fantastic thing to do. You can see anything in any level of detail right away. You would go through basically a project risk assessment. And actually, let me go back here, where you're only thinking about things that could hurt the project. Then you brainstorm solutions. Then you assign things to the risk and opportunity register. And then you set milestones when you're done. And so we've got a little bit of a blog post here that takes you through that with good instructions. And that's on the Elevate Construction website. And I'll link you to the blog post in the description below. Okay. So when you do this, you'll definitely want your agenda, and we can clean this up for you if you want. Just let us know. And you'll want your production plan ready to go. But the main thing is having it visual on the board. Let me take you through high level to some of the cool things here, and then I'll actually zoom in on some of these because I geek out about stuff like this. Okay. So the meeting information, the deliverables that are available, the org chart for who's going to be on the project site, the zone maps, the overall timeline, the procurement log, and the risk and opportunity register will actually be in the production plan in this case itself, right? We'll have the reference class information over here to the right, the budget summary, and then the production plan. Now, we can just bring up Intact, but if we want to start drawing all over it, I like to have it here on the board as well. Then we go into each of the individual sequences, and then down here at the bottom, like the first 120 days, and then we have basically some templated area for the Fresh Eyes meeting itself. Let me go ahead and take you through a couple of these and show this to you. It's a little bit clunky to zoom in and out of Miro, meaning when you're doing it for YouTube, but I'll show it to you nonetheless. So here's the meeting setup. We have all of the zone maps, right? So this is super cool. This is our site zoning. This is our building zoning. This is for the clubhouse. This is how pretty the overall macro shaping is. Like I said, these come from Intact, but this is our reference class. We're ready to share it. The overall budget, I won't spend too much time there. I don't want you stealing the numbers. And then in the production plan, we have individual sequences. So site work, the foundations, the interiors, the exteriors, these can be individually analyzed. And then you can actually see the overall production plan. Now, what I like like in here, and I'm just going to be silly here for a minute, but I can draw all over this and we can make notes, right? So I want to look at this strategically, and you can see up here at the top, we've got the trade partner preparation process, the procurement, we have the deferred submittals, and then we have the rest of the norm level production plan. Sometimes you're going to be looking at a macro because this is a multifamily project. We typically default to the norm. Down here at the bottom, we have the key points that we want to discuss, the first 120 days, which I think is remarkable, and then the templated area for when we actually go through and make notes. Any of the reference information is scaled down here to the right in case I need it, but I don't want that to be the predominant feature. So anything that I use to prepare over here to the right, I just scale it down and have it ready. So what I want to see when we're using this, and I think I can communicate it like this, is that I want to see when we're reviewing this, what are all the major problems? I would love nothing more than to finish this meeting with just a bunch of red dots or lots of red lines and basically make it look like it has chicken pox, make it look like it has a disease, because every project is diseased and we have to go find out what it actually has to create the cure. And so to host the Fresh Eyes meeting, again, I'll say you need your production plan, macro or norm, the agenda, and then the board visual so everybody in the room can see as a group, know as a group, and act as a group. And if you do this, you'll be ready to host your Fresh Eyes meeting and to start your project out right. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I'm going to give you the blog post and also an example of the production plan. And we'll actually even give you this board in I'll exclude the budget information, but in a viewable format so you can see exactly how we did it. And then we'll have another video down the road that shows exactly how we run the meeting that I think you'll find remarkable. So this is how you do it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. On we go.